Every day, you face a choice. You're standing at the bottom of a staircase and there's an elevator right next to it. It's only one floor, maybe two. The elevator is easier. It's right there. So you take it. And that single decision, repeated thousands of times over decades, could be costing you years of your life. A groundbreaking study from the University of Geneva followed over 69,000 adults for 15 years and found that people who consistently took stairs instead of elevators had a 15% lower risk of early death from any cause. But here's what's remarkable. These weren't people doing hour-long gym sessions. They were just choosing stairs, 2 minutes, maybe less. That's the power of micro-habits. Small, seemingly insignificant actions that compound over time into profound health outcomes. Today, I'm going to show you 7 tiny daily habits that research proves can add 10 or more years to your lifespan. Before we start, drop your name and where you're watching from in the comments. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why micro-habits are more powerful than major lifestyle changes for longevity after 60, and you'll learn 7 specific actions you can start today that take 2 minutes or less but compound into years of additional healthy life. These aren't theories. They're backed by decades of longevity research. Let me start by explaining why micro-habits work when big changes fail. After 60, willpower is finite. Motivation fades. Major overhauls, like joining a gym or overhauling your entire diet, require sustained effort that most people can't maintain. But micro-habits are different. They're so small they bypass resistance. They don't require willpower. They just require awareness and repetition. And over years, they rewire your biology one small signal at a time. Micro-habit number 1. Always take the stairs when it's 2 floors or less. We already mentioned the study showing a 15% reduction in all-cause mortality for stair users. But let's go deeper. Why does this matter so much? Because stairs are load-bearing, impact exercise compressed into seconds. Every step up requires your legs to lift your full body weight against gravity. This stimulates muscle protein synthesis, strengthens bones through mechanical load, and improves cardiovascular function. Even just 20 seconds repeated 3 times significantly improved cardiovascular fitness and insulin sensitivity in older adults. You're not just burning a few calories, you're sending a signal to your body that strength, power, and endurance still matter. The key is consistency. One staircase won't change your life, but 300 days a year for 20 years? That's 6,000 staircases. That's thousands of muscle contractions and thousands of cardiovascular boosts that add up to years of functional independence. Make the rule simple. If it's 2 floors or less, always take the stairs. No exceptions unless you have a medical reason. This one micro-habit could add 5 years to your life. Micro-habit number 2. Chew each bite 20 to 30 times before swallowing. This sounds trivial, but digestion begins in your mouth, and most people over 60 are swallowing food after only 5 to 10 chews. This creates multiple problems. Poor digestion leads to nutrient malabsorption, bloating, and blood sugar spikes. It also encourages overeating because your brain doesn't register fullness in time. Research from Osaka University found that people who chewed their food thoroughly consumed 15% fewer calories per meal without consciously restricting portions, simply because chewing slows eating and allows satiety signals to reach the brain. Another study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that thorough chewing improves glucose metabolism and insulin response, reducing diabetes risk. But there's more. Chewing stimulates saliva production, which contains enzymes that pre-digest carbohydrates and protect your teeth and gums. Gum disease is linked to heart disease, dementia, and systemic inflammation. By chewing thoroughly, you're protecting far more than your digestion. Start with 1 meal a day. Count your chews. Aim for 20 to 30 per bite. It feels strange at first, but within a week it becomes automatic. This micro-habit improves digestion, reduces calorie intake, stabilizes blood sugar, and protects your cardiovascular and cognitive health. Micro-habit number 3. Stand up and move for 2 minutes every hour. Sitting is now recognized as an independent risk factor for early death, separate from exercise. A study published in the Annals of Internal Medicine found that adults who sat for more than 8 hours a day had a significantly higher risk of premature death, even if they exercised regularly. The problem is that prolonged sitting shuts down metabolic processes at the cellular level. But here's the good news. Breaking up sitting time with just 2 minutes of movement every hour reverses this effect. Brief standing or walking breaks every hour significantly reduce mortality risk, improve circulation, and maintain insulin sensitivity. Set a timer. Every hour, stand up and move. Do a few gentle stretches. Walk to the kitchen for water. It doesn't matter what you do. What matters is breaking the sitting pattern. Over a 10-hour day, that's 20 minutes of extra movement. Over a year, that's 120 hours. Over a decade, that's 1,200 hours of metabolic activation that sitting would have stolen. This micro-habit doesn't replace exercise. It protects you from the damage sitting causes. Micro-habit number 4. Drink a full glass of water first thing every morning. Dehydration is one of the most overlooked contributors to accelerated aging. After 60, your thirst mechanism becomes less sensitive, meaning you often don't realize you're dehydrated until it's severe. Chronic mild dehydration impairs cognitive function, increases fatigue, reduces kidney function, and thickens your blood, raising risk for clots and cardiovascular events. A study in the Journal of the American College of Nutrition found that adults who started their day with 16 ounces of water had better hydration status throughout the day, improved mental clarity, and more stable energy levels compared to those who didn't. Why does morning matter? Because you've just gone 7 to 8 hours without water. Your body is mildly dehydrated every single morning. Drinking water immediately rehydrates your tissues, flushes metabolic waste, kickstarts your digestive system, and helps your brain function optimally. Keep a glass or bottle of water on your nightstand. The moment you wake up, before coffee, before anything else, drink it. This single micro-habit sets a hydration baseline that protects your kidneys, brain, and cardiovascular system for decades. Micro-habit number 5. Walk for 5 minutes after every meal. This is one of the most powerful metabolic interventions you can do, and it takes almost no time. Walking after eating has profound effects on blood sugar regulation. Why does this matter? Because repeated blood sugar spikes damage blood vessels and accelerate aging at the cellular level. Walking activates muscles, which absorb glucose from your bloodstream without requiring insulin. This takes pressure off your pancreas and protects your metabolic health. You don't need to walk fast. A gentle stroll is enough. Walk around your house. Walk to the mailbox. Walk around the block. The goal is movement within 15 to 30 minutes after eating, when blood sugar is rising. 3 meals a day, 5 minutes each. That's 15 minutes of metabolic protection daily. Micro-habit number 6. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Circadian rhythm disruption is one of the most damaging things you can do to your body as you age. Your internal biological clock regulates hormone release, immune function, digestion, and cellular repair. When you go to bed at wildly different times, you confuse this system, leading to poor sleep quality and increased disease risk. A study from the University of Pittsburgh found that irregular sleep schedules were associated with higher rates of cardiovascular disease, obesity, and depression. Pick a bedtime and a wake time. Yes, even weekends. Your body doesn't know it's Saturday. It only knows patterns. When you train your circadian rhythm with consistency, sleep quality improves, energy stabilizes, and your body's repair processes function optimally. This micro-habit doesn't require doing anything new. It requires doing the same thing repeatedly. Set the pattern, and your biology will reward you with better sleep, better energy, and better long-term health. Micro-habit number 7. Express gratitude for one specific thing every morning. This might sound soft, but the research is hard. Gratitude practices have been shown to reduce cortisol, improve immune function, lower inflammation, and even increase lifespan. A 10-year study published in JAMA Psychiatry found that people who regularly practiced gratitude had significantly lower rates of heart disease and lived longer than those with negative or neutral outlooks. Why? Because chronic stress and negative thinking create a state of persistent inflammation and elevated stress hormones. Gratitude shifts your nervous system into a parasympathetic rest and digest mode. This allows your body to repair and function optimally instead of being in constant low-grade fight or flight. You don't need a journal. You don't need 10 minutes. Just think of one specific thing you're grateful for every morning. Not generic gratitude. Specific. I'm grateful my knee didn't hurt on the stairs today. I'm grateful I slept through the night. I'm grateful for the sunlight coming through my window. This micro-habit takes 10 seconds, but it rewires your brain toward positivity, reduces stress, and creates a biological environment where health thrives. So why do micro-habits add years to your life? Because longevity isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. Every staircase signals your muscles to stay strong. Every thorough chew signals your digestion to function well. Every hourly movement break signals your metabolism to stay active. One day doesn't matter. 1 year matters a little. But 10 years, 20 years, 30 years of consistent micro-habits? That's the difference between ending up in a nursing home at 75 and hiking mountains at 85. Here's how to start. Don't try to adopt all 7 at once. Pick one. Just one. Master it for 30 days until it's automatic. Then add another. Within a year, all 7 will be woven into your life, and you won't even think about them. They'll just be what you do. If you're going to commit to one micro-habit starting today, leave a comment and tell me which one. And if this video helped you see that longevity isn't about massive changes, but tiny, consistent actions, share it with someone who's been waiting for permission to start small. Because the strongest thing about you isn't your discipline. It's your ability to turn small choices into lifelong patterns.